We're back with another video. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, where has the time gone? It is already September. I can't believe I'm doing a September schedule reveal. Like, that is crazy to me. I just feel like the year has gone by and can time slow down, please? Well, a very good morning. Happy Monday. You know, we are back with another video. I've been on a roll lately, busting out these Monday videos. And before we start September, we are back with a September monthly schedule reveal. So I got my water because I'm about to do a lot of talking. No, this is not a Stanley. For all my Stanley girlies, this is actually like a knockoff, but I feel like it works 10 times better. I don't know, I feel like the hype with Stanley here is literally because of the name, but I feel like they all work the same. Like this one, actually it has that like thingy, that grip thing at the top to where it doesn't even leak out, like the Stanleys do. Like, how awesome is that? And I only paid $16.99 for this. It's by Hydro Peak. I will link it down below though, but I prefer it over a Stanley, to be honest. If you couldn't already tell, my favorite color is blue. If you see all my videos, all my social medias, blue is my favorite color. No, that's not why I chose my airline. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, now before we get started, if you are new to my channel, my name is Stephanie. I am a flight attendant for a major US carrier. You've probably heard that a million times if you always watch flight attendant vlogs. But I am so excited you're here. Welcome. Little bit of a disclaimer before we get started. I am about to go over my September schedule reveal. I do want to briefly say that for security purposes, I will not be going over which day these flights will be leaving on, nor will I be going over the cruise or times or anything like that. I'm basically just telling you guys what I was able to swap my domestic pairings into for internationals. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started into my September schedule reveal. Now, I am about to start year 6 at my airline. In February, I start year 6, and we are gonna disclaim here that no, I do not hold these trips. These are very, very senior trips. So when I do these schedule reveals, I have to put a disclaimer that I don't hold these trips. What holding a trip means, it means that you've been at an airline long enough. Seniority is everything. It means that when you bid for your schedule, you get what you want, meaning what your seniority can hold. I am very junior. I can't actually hold these, so I have to swap into them from what I can hold as a junior flight attendant. So what I can hold at my seniority, y'all don't even want to know. It is the worst 3 and 4 day domestic pairings. Like, when I tell you, that's why I don't even like want to go over those trips, because there's so many legs to them. They are long duty days. They end in red eyes. A red eye means that you're literally working from nighttime to morning time, and I'm just not a red eye girly. So yeah, that's what my seniority can hold. So I have to constantly work to refresh, manipulate my schedule how I prefer it. And everybody, let me just say, everybody prefers something different. There's flight attendants that are 30 years in that maybe don't prefer international. Maybe they want to do red eyes, or maybe they want to do day turns. Or we even have moms at the airlines that prefer the red eyes because they're back before morning time when their kids get up and stuff. So everybody is different. There's people who love the worst 3 and 4 day pairings because the hours are actually worth it and you make more money on those ones. So everybody is different. Preferably me, I love working international. I love that it's one leg there, 24-hour layover. It's always a fun time. And then you work one leg back to base. But because my seniority doesn't hold it, I have to actually swap into these. I have to trade from my worst domestic pairing into these. And this is only if crew scheduling drops these pairings into open time that I can trade into. Now, if you are coming to my airline, I'm going to give you some dates to remember. So we bid for our schedules from the 11th through the 17th. The 17th, our bidding closes at 7 a.m. in the morning, and then the schedules come out that day. They normally come out from the afternoon to the evening time on the 17th. Now, when you get your schedule that day, the next date to remember is the 23rd. The 23rd of every month, a couple days later, is when open time opens. And I will always say this during every schedule reveal, open time day on the 23rd is like the Hunger Games. I try not to work on that day because it's literally the day that I can swap out of the crappiest domestic that my seniority holds and into these internationals that you guys see that I'm able to fly. This day is a lot. It's very stressful in the morning. It's like we're all trying to fight for the schedule that we want, and because a lot of people may have stuff going on at home or may need this weekend off or maybe just want to get out of the worst pairing. That is the day that I'm able to trade into all these international pairings that crew scheduling drops into open time because my seniority does not hold these international trips. So if you're coming over to my airline, remember the 17th and the 23rd are two very important dates. I got my trusty laptop and my schedule pulled up, and we're going to start at the beginning of the month. I already did some trading on the 23rd, and I'm still working on my schedule. I might have to work up until the day prior to the pairing to get what I want because there was some things I actually couldn't get to. So starting at the beginning of the month, I have a one leg to Geneva, Switzerland, layover for 24 hours and one leg back, and we are taking the 767 over to Geneva. Geneva is one of my favorites. I absolutely love Switzerland. Everything about it, like, trust me, if my seniority could hold Switzerland, I love the people there and everything. So on to the next pairing, I was able to trade out of my domestic from a 3-day domestic pairing into a one leg to Frankfurt, Germany, layover for 28 hours, and then one leg from Frankfurt back to Newark, and taken the 767 over to Frankfurt as well. And then after Frankfurt, now this one, this is like the truth. I could not, on the 23rd, trade out of this. There was this 4-day domestic pairing, and there's stipulations to trading and, you know, legalities and things like that. This 4-day pairing, I went ahead and swapped into two 2-day pairings because of the coverage needed on those 4 days. You'll learn all this. Don't feel overwhelmed or feel like you need to know all this when you come into my airline. We host seminars and classes to teach you about trading and schedules and how to read them and different things like that. So please don't feel like you need to know every little thing when I go over these schedules, because you will absolutely learn. I'm still going to work on those 2-day pairings because I absolutely don't want to do them. Not that they're bad. Now, the 2-day pairings are an overnight in Phoenix. I have yet to actually do that one. And then another one is an overnight in Vancouver, Canada. Everybody keeps saying our Vancouver, Canada layover is pretty good. I have yet to do it, and I actually like Canada, so we'll see how it goes. So next one, I was able to trade out of my domestic pairing into this one leg to Dublin, Ireland, layover for 24 hours, and then from Dublin, Ireland, one leg back to Newark. And now that is on the 777. But to be honest, I've done Dublin a lot, and I'm going to try and swap this one into a different international. We'll see if I can do that. And now, later in the month, I have one of my favorite domestic layovers, but the legs, the flights that I have to do to get to this layover is not appeasing to me at all. It is absolutely the worst, but this is what I could hold, like, for my seniority. But it is a Jackson Hole, Wyoming layover, one of my all-time favorites, and it is 3 legs. 3 legs I have to work to get to Jackson Hole. Ooh! And then a short 13-hour layover in Jackson Hole, and then 3 flights back to Newark. This I will absolutely be trading out of. As much as I love Jackson Hole, this is a long trip. The hours are great. I love Jackson Hole, like I said, but it is just not ideal for me. So I'm going to keep trying to trade out that into an international. And now, the end of the month, I have one more trip that I was able to swap, and that is working one leg from Newark to Madrid, Spain, and then layover for 24 hours, and then working Madrid, Spain back to Newark, and that is on the 767 that we are taking over. And I'm actually pretty excited. I have yet to do Madrid. I've seen Madrid in open time. I've seen flight attendants advertise Madrid, but I have yet to work to Madrid. Drink break. Now I do want to say that this schedule will constantly be changing. I'm going to try and drop, swap, you know, trade out of these domestics that I don't want, and maybe a flight attendant will pick them up, or crew scheduling will drop in an international pairing that I'm able to trade into. But you got to be pretty fast sometimes when you do that. But if you are coming over to my company, these are the possibilities that you can do. You really have to work at your schedule. I'm not saying that these come like that, but you got to be very fast when you're trying to drop and swap, because you have 25,000 other flight attendants that are also trying to do the same thing as you. So it is really, you got to work at it. I promise. It doesn't come easy, but if you desire to fly international or get the schedule that you want, this is what I have to do, as well as a lot of other flight attendants who can't hold international. But I do want to say thank you once again for watching my September schedule reveal. Oh my god, I can't believe summer is almost over. Where did it go? Seriously, like, I am so excited to get into fall flying, and things are going to slow down. This summer has honestly been so crazy, hectic, ask anybody in the airline industry, but it's been so fun. I've made a lot of memories, but I do appreciate you guys watching. Once again, if you do want to see more, I would love if you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch y'all in my next video next Monday. Bye-bye! Hi, Kissy Boo. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, honey. As I'm editing this vlog, I just want to give you guys a daily dose of serotonin. Look at these cute boys. This is exactly why I go to work.